Hey, do you struggle knowing how and what's the right way to meditate? Do you struggle knowing if you should do guided meditations, if you should do non-guided meditations? How long should you be doing meditations? Like, what's the point of them? What is the overall, like, what do you get out of them? And in this video, we're going to go over how my fear of just so many different fears were cured by meditation. So we're going to get into that today. My name is Keely Freedom. I am a hypnosis practitioner. I do past life regressions, and I help people be able to connect with their loved ones. And connect to their spirit guides and just connect. I do and love all things holistic. And so getting into it, what is the first step in meditating, and how does it actually help cure your fear? I'm nobody special. There's like nothing about me that would make it so that like my fears are bigger or like more terrible or anything than yours. Like if you've been wanting to do or start your own YouTube channel, if you've been wanting to start your own business, if you've been wanting to just like take the next step in whatever it is that you have been wanting to do, then you've come to the right place. This is exactly where to start. When I started on my spiritual, before I even started meditating, and when I was like going down my spiritual path, when I was going through my own awakening, meditation was literally the key. I was trying to change my state. I was trying to change my life. I was trying to change the way that things were feeling inside of my relationship. And I was experiencing just so much grief and so much pain. And so I was trying to find ways and tools and strategies to be able to help myself. And one of the big main things that I was looking for to all the gurus was they were saying like, get a morning routine, and inside that morning routine, meditate. So I needed to know basically how to meditate because I had never meditated in my life. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what that even meant. My brother actually was going through like a faith crisis and everything. Like, we don't need to get into this video, but he was experiencing many similarities, but he had done it like prior. So he was already meditating. And when I heard this from all like Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, I was like looking to these people because I was wanting to like change my financial state. I wanted to like make a lot of money. I wanted to do investments. I wanted to flip houses and do stuff with real estate and everything. And so I was looking to like these people that had already done it, right? Because if you are wanting to like get the tools and strategies from people that have already living in those types of circumstances, like that's what you do, is you go and you research them. So that's what I was doing, right? They all talked about developing a meditation practice to like quiet the mind, be still, go within, and to just like be with the self in all these ways. And I'm just like, what does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Like I had never meditated. And so like I was I don't know, I was like 29 or 30. Shoot. I'm not even sure how old I was, to be honest. And I had not even meditated yet. 39 now. So I've been on my spiritual journey for a very long time. Not a very long time, not too long. Like I was well entrenched into the matrix for so long. But like pain, that's what it will do. Like I wanted to change my stars. I wanted to change the things that were going on inside my life. And so I was in pain. And so nothing propels you more than pain into looking at yourself and trying to figure out what to do. So anyways, I went out and was basically trying to figure out how to meditate. So I called my brother up and I'm like, how do you do it? And he said, look into mindfulness meditation. So that's where I started. Okay. And that's where you can start. You can start with doing mindful meditations. These are just really great ways of just being able to observe your mind and observe the thoughts that come in and all of the ways that your brain gives you so many different problems, gives you so many different things to think about. Like, it's really incredible when you try to start quieting the mind, and then it's like, the dog needs fed. Oh, you're being selfish because you're taking this time out for yourself. Oh, did you pay this bill? Oh, don't forget to pay this, and braces, and all these different things are just like popping up in your mind. And through mindfulness meditations, like, you really developed a way of kind of like, they talk about using different like practices inside of it, but like, I would always put it in a little bubble, like, you know, the bubble that they use in like the Wizard of Oz, and they like go inside of it. I would put the problem or the thought in it, and then I just swipe it like on my phone, but it'd be like out of my mind. And I'd always say things to it like, I'll get to you later. You can come back after this time. And so you just like swipe, all these different thoughts that go on. Anyways, mindfulness really helps you be able to like observe the way that you think and the way that certain things are coming in. And anyways, so then next is guided meditations. And that's where I moved to after I did mindfulness. I went into guided. And so these are really, really fun because they just, like, any type of a guided meditation, there is available out there. And they're a lot of fun. I did a lot of ones by Doughty, and just want to touch on like the great Neville Goddard, who is just absolutely incredible. And he talks about like the I am is the most powerful statement, right? And it's like, anyone that is like on their spiritual journey or anything is like heard this, like when you say I am, it is like the most powerful words that you could say. And the reason why is, well, according to Neville Goddard, which just makes a lot of sense and everything, is that I am is basically God. And when you say I am, you're talking about the very, like the same God that most of us believe is not of us, but according to Neville Goddard, it is us. Like, I am is initiating basically God, and God is your imagination. And so that's why like visualizing and meditations are so powerful, is because when you go into your imagination, that is where everything starts. Like, man would not be created without the imagination of it. You know, galaxies, worlds, you know, anything that you can think of inside of your house, it was imagined first. It's not like it just happened. You have to think that it could happen, and then you start building it, or you start designing it, or you start creating it, or painting it, or doing it. You know, like, you get an idea, and the idea comes from I am, which is you, which is also God. And so anyways, I've been studying him, and they've just been the most amazing. It's just been the most amazing time. But that's really funny because I've only been like privy to the information for like less than a year. It's probably only been like 7 or 8 months or something like that. And I would definitely recommend anyone like jumping on Audible and getting the Neville Goddard collection. It's completely just like changed my entire way of thinking. It's been a game changer in so many ways. So, but back to it, is that imagination is God, but you are God. Like, you carry that light in with you. And when you say I am, you're basically initiating or starting that, like, I am happy. And so you imagine yourself being happy, and you can be. Your body starts going into the feelings, and you start then having like a chemical reaction that initiates those types of things. That's why like everyone talks about all the ways of manifestation and visualization and all these things. Like, when you visualize it, then you are able to actually move through it. And not only that, like, so I've been wanting to start this YouTube forever, but I mean, I have so many videos on my phone and just so many different things. But like this past week, I've really been like honing in on my self-care. And like, the more time I spend in visualizations and meditations, the more I'm able to see any type of like landmines that are, or pitfalls that are potentially going to happen that would like scare me out. Cause like inevitably 99% of the reason why we don't do something is we don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe it's possible, or we don't believe that it could happen to us, or, you know, like so much self-doubt. It comes in a variation of 1,000 different ways, fears, and like telling us basically that we can't be and have and do exactly what we want. But like when you take the time to go within and you shut out all of the external, you shut out every single thing that's out here with all your senses, right? And you go within and you make your reality what it is that you want. Any landmines, any potentials of like, oh, well, you didn't get ready. Your room looks this way. This is like not organized and it doesn't look nice. Like, why would you take this here in front of the bed? Like, my thing is hanging down. It's not perfect, basically. Though those are some of the things that like I have stopped myself, and that I do stop myself from doing what it is that I want to do, what I feel like I should do, or not what I should do, but like what my heart is really calling me to do. I've been wanting to do this YouTube channel, like I was saying, for a really long time, literally years. And I have seriously hundreds of videos on my phone of like what I'm wanting to talk about, which is a myriad of different things, because there's so many great things to talk about. But like, honestly, I've just had all this fear that they weren't good enough for some reason, which is absolutely not true. You know, absolutely not true. Like if you're wanting to start the YouTube channel, you know, like I'm just saying that I'm nobody special. And so if you want to do that, then visualize it, meditate about it, and it can happen. I do. So I'm going to tell you the ones that I do, that I'm practicing right now. So right now I'm doing the Silva mind control ones, and like it's just a 20-minute one. It's on YouTube. It's been really, really great. And after it like will bring you out of the alpha state. If you just go and search it on YouTube, then you'll find it. But so you like visualize basically, but I'm just trying to think if that's the best one right now. Well, I was going to tell you guys, like, that's one that I'm doing right now, but I would start, if you're new and you haven't done it before, I would start with like mindfulness. And then I'd go over into, and then I'd start going into guided meditations. And then after guided meditations, like I'd really start focusing on ones where you can like imagine things and like you're able to create the way that you want to, if that makes sense. So like when I go into the Silva, when I'm going into the Silva meditation, it has a period of time where you are, you know, seeing something like you're seeing it on a projector or like on a screen. And when you do that, you're like just in full creation mode. And that's where I'm at right now, is where I'm just like visualizing my day, visualizing how I want it to look, visualizing my goals, visualizing me just like killing it, which means like, you know, slaying all day. You can see that swagger, you see it? So that's what I mean. Like I'm visualizing all of that. I'm visualizing that if there's anything that like gets in my way, like I was telling you, any of those fears that come in. So if I don't visualize or if I don't meditate before, then those things will come in and then they'll stop me. That's what they've done. But because I visualized them and I meditated, I have seriously been like cured of the fear. Like super excited to just jump on here. I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about. There's so many different things that are like in my life right now that I could touch on and speak about, but like I just needed to talk about the thing that's really changed my life more than anything, and that's meditations. Absolutely. I mean, besides my kids and anyways, but like absolutely meditations have been just a key and a game changer for me in just creating the life that I want. It brought in my partner. Oh my gosh, it's brought in so many different things. Like so many different clients have come in from the visualizations, and like, oh my gosh. And when the thing that happens is like when you build upon it, like when you make it a practice, when you do it every single day, you are able to just build upon it and get better and quicker and faster. So when I started meditating, I was terrible at it. It was really hard. It was hard to focus. It was really hard to just get through it. You know what happened is I fell asleep for like a good 3 months. Not kidding. I fell asleep during meditations because it was so hard for me to actually like stay focused with my eyes closed that my brain's like, go to sleep. But you just got to stick with it. It's a practice. And I promise you, like, I promise you, I know this to be true, that if you are to stay with doing meditations, your life will completely change. It will completely change. And like, honestly, there's no limit. I would say, like, if you are just starting out, do a 3 minute, go up to 5 minute, go up to 10, then go to 10 minute, you know, like just work your way up, because it is a practice. And if you're not used to it, if you have never done it before, then it's going to be an adjustment, just like with anything. This is like, it's a lifestyle. It's something new. But I seriously just fell asleep for just so many times. Seriously, 3 months at least I was falling asleep, and like sometimes I still will. So just be really gentle with yourself, be loving and kind. Ooh, I got some serious winter allergies. So anyways, yeah, I think that is basically what I wanted to go over. I've been wanting to put out some just incredible different meditations, and that's the plan. So I'm gonna just keep meditating, and please, if there's anything that you would love for me to create with those meditations and everything, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. So I hope that this helped. I hope that you can give yourself the gift of being able to meditate and to just silence the whole world out and go within and just create the life that you want inside your mind, inside your imagination. Use that God source that is in every single one of us, and build the life that you were born to live. It is your birthright. Like, your desires are safe guidance. And, you know, as the great Amanda Frances would say, your desires are your birthright, or your desires are safe guidance. And so anyways, have an amazing day, and thank you so much for your time. Keep smiling.